Wait!
You know what it is that I ask.
You would have your wish. Then give me mine.
Can this day get any worse?
They're the corrupted, Ahriman's chosen few. They ruled here 1,000 years ago.
That thing we saw, the darkness, that was
Ahriman.
what are these corrupted?
Ahriman's chosen. They sold their souls to him in return for rewards. They will fight for him. They will fight to be free.
The corrupted sold their souls. What's the going rate?
Most who stood against him were killed, or turned into the creatures we've seen. Even some of those who sold themselves into his service just became some of Ahriman's creatures. The corrupted were different. They retained some of their free will, some of their soul, and Ahriman gave them powers to fight for his cause.
The corrupted are free?
They are still the person they were. At least, somewhere inside they are. But they are all Ahriman's puppets.
What are all these pipes and...
When Ahriman took the city from the Ura, the Alchemist conducted his experiments here. He used prisoners to build these things, and as subjects for his experiments.
Scary guy, this alchemist, then.
He can make the corruption act for him. He shapes it, makes it become what he wishes.
There was a potter I knew like that. Oh, the things she could do with her hands.
It's the Alchemist!
I think we just lost our way out of here.
If we can't keep above the corruption, we'll lose more than that. We need to reach him, to stop him.
Hey! Step away from there! There you go.
Here we go.
Now that should teach you something! See? It's almost like he knew we were coming.
Like our destiny was entwined.
Don't fight. Just welcome the fall.
The corruption is inside you. I cannot heal it, only hold it back.
Oh, great. So after all this, I just get to join Ahriman's Happy Club?
Only Ahriman can create a corrupted.
So I just get to die.
The fertile ground. The healing might purge the corruption if I can hold it back long enough for us to get there. We'd better hurry. Corruption's gone.
Good to hear the relief in your voice. Here was me thinking it was a certainty. Seems we can change fate after all. That doesn't look like it was built by the Ura.
It was built by their hands, but only once they had been enslaved. It's one of the Alchemist's machines.
The Alchemist doesn't look like the type for midnight skinny dipping. So what did he keep in that?
Corruption. He pumped it to other parts of the city, manipulating it, changing it into new forms. The fertile ground is at the bottom of that vessel.
You put the fertile ground at the bottom of a reservoir?
How better to protect it than by putting it underwater?
How about putting it under several thousand bucket loads of corruption? That's my bet for what the Alchemist is planning.
The plate over there must lead down to the bottom.
Well, I hope you're ready for trouble. 'Cause if we have to go swimming in corruption, well, I didn't even bring a towel.
We're trapped.
And you didn't think of that before we came down into a giant hole. Discover what he uses this place for. Any chance you could heal it and get us out of here? What does the Alchemist do with all of this stuff anyway?
The writings do not say what his experiments were to achieve. Only the horrors they visited on our people.
What's keeping these things in the sky? Ahriman?
No, these are the Alchemist's work.
These things are incredible. You think we could use them to fly?
Once this is over, they should be destroyed.
Why do you want to destroy them?
What is born of evil carries its touch. This land should be purged.
You think he's planning a surprise for us?
I don't think he's interested in us. It's the fertile ground.
True. I think I'd actually be more comfortable if he attacked us.
He's tearing the land apart.
He doesn't care about us. He's trying to destroy the fertile ground. Thanks. Elika?
It is not that you cannot understand, it is that you do not even question. Knowledge enlightens. You close your eyes in blind faith.
How do we...
It's all right. It survived.
What do you think he was doing to the fertile ground?
He must have been seeking to break the energy that links the grounds to the temple. He was trying to set Ahriman free.
Well, we'd better seek a way to finish him before he does that. Keeping count of how many I've finished.
Let's go on.
I thought these soldiers were people Ahriman had corrupted.
They are, but the Alchemist experimented on them. He supplied Ahriman's army with machines and weapons forged from corruption.
Next time, try warning me about destructive war machines before we leap into the attack.
He won't have had time to construct much since his release. He will be spared his worst.
Okay, maybe you didn't get it, but when I said tell me about the machines, I meant tell me about the machines.
The Alchemist can manipulate corruption, make it do his bidding. At the height of his power, he molded it into machines. Vast rolling cities that destroyed all before them.
Okay. Now I'm wishing you hadn't told me about them.
Underestimated you.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Make things easier. Conform to my low expectations. And give up.
That'll be another time you underestimated me. For every step we take, there's always one more.
And so the present becomes the past. Our actions now build the foundations for what comes next.
Depressing, isn't it?
The third gate is opened. We can purge this land of another corrupted.
Let's go to the gate then.
Are you ready?
For what? He's come pretty close to killing both of us so far.
He knows the corruption in this land better than the others. His knowledge will help little where we go now.
He knows this land?
The Alchemist lived here. He was an Ura, until his quest for immortality overtook him. Now we must take the thing he sold his soul to keep.
You know, for a delicate flower of a princess, you've got a ruthless side. I guess it's time to find out if you really really are immortal.
Life is not yours to take, but I could give it to you.
Hey, I'm a legend. I'll live forever anyway. Wow, that sounded better in my head than out loud. You're looking pretty scared for an immortal. We gotta chase him now, don't we? He's not gonna make it easy when we corner him. Whoa, this is high.
And stay away from the edge.
Oh, he's not gonna make that easy. Quickly!
I will not die.
Maybe, but you won't live forever.
I told you to stay away from the edge. Maybe, but you won't live forever? Well, you told him. Yeah, how's that for immortality? Now which one of us is gonna live forever?
Can you really keep your mouth shut? Let's get down from here.
Yeah, good idea. What were the chances of that? How did we hit that platform? How did we get out of there alive? Don't say it was Ormaz.
I was gonna say I got lucky.
You got lucky. Hey, Princess, I'm the one that brings you luck. I'm the lucky one.
You lost a donkey's worth of gold, fell into a celestial war, and you still want to call yourself lucky?
I'm still alive. What about the Alchemist? Did we kill him?
Can you see anyone surviving that?
Well, if we throw the lock on Ahriman, then none of them are escaping. Let's put the Dark God back in jail.